zoomed in on myself there. Test, test, test. Okay. Okay. Let's get into it. If you've ever looked around your home and thought, this looks fine, but it doesn't really feel like me, then this video is for you. Hi, I'm Ariel. I'm an interior design student, and today I want to talk about how to make your home feel more unique, more personal, without just buying trendy pieces or copying what you see online. I think finding inspiration online or in magazines is a great jumping off point and can be really important when you're trying to figure out what you like and what you don't like, and then trying to dig into that, figure out why you like a certain image or the way someone styled something in a video. What is it about that image that you like? Exactly. But now you're ready to maybe refine your own voice and style. Hopefully I can help you uncover what that means to you by the end of this video. I was and am a huge fan of Marshalls, Home Goods, World Market. I remember in college going shopping. I had just moved in with my roommate. Her and I were really excited to decorate, and I came home with a tapestry from Urban Outfitters probably and some fairy lights. But that was cozy and unique to me at the time. But we all have to start somewhere. I want to offer ideas that you can layer into any space, whether you're renting, you own, big or small. These are all meant to be done over time as you figure out your design style and refine your voice. One of the easiest ways to make your home feel like you is to put your own art on the walls. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be professional. In fact, I think it's even cooler when the art is imperfect or makes people wonder exactly what they're looking at. And I wish I had a bunch of little nieces and nephews to paint me stuff or give me some of their macaroni art. I think it's really cool to professionally frame or do like a mat around kids' artwork and display it as if it were a high-end piece of art. When you display your own artwork or artwork that someone made for you, it will make your home feel more curated and more personal. This is something I don't think enough people do, is printing and hanging their own photography. So say creating your own artwork is not for you. You're like, I'm not an artistic person. I don't have the time for that or interest. This is even easier. You should print and hang your own photographs, even if it's just a snapshot of a moment in your day, and put that up somewhere in your house in a cool frame that you thrifted or painted yourself or made yourself. I recently saw a creator share a photo his girlfriend accidentally took. It was a panoramic shot where she dropped the phone mid-photo. It was the seagull in the beginning, and then it just kind of drops off into the sea and the cliffs. And totally unplanned, totally unique. And now that lives in their home. If someone saw that, would think that's a high-end photograph that they saw in a gallery. At least I think so. I think that's the coolest thing ever, and I'm gonna copy it. I wanna recreate this idea, and it's really cool when I go over to someone's house and they have a lot of their own photography or family photos. It tells a story and it sparks conversation. My cat is knocking on the door. 1 second. Hello, sir. Do you want to come in? Anyways. Another way I love adding personality is through handmade details like sun catchers or beaded curtains. A couple of months ago, I saw this really amazing beaded curtain on Etsy. It was way out of my personal budget and price range, so I decided to make one myself, much smaller scale, but it was a lot more fun because I got to pick my own colors and how I wanted it to look and play with different lengths and variations and combinations of beads and colors. It was actually pretty therapeutic and fun to put together. But I love the idea of recreating this project on a smaller scale, adding beads to things like hanging plants. I've seen people do that, curtain rods, anywhere to add some movement and sparkle. Another way you can make your space feel more unique and more you, something my boyfriend and I have started doing, is collecting vinyl. And you might be saying, that's nothing new. I've been doing that since insert year. But not just the classics, but records from modern day artists that we love. Like I recently picked up the Home Team's vinyl Slow Bloom. It's one of my favorite albums from them, and I recently saw them live. It was amazing. And I have a few vinyls that I was gifted this year that I was really excited to add, and I have shelves that I like to display and swap out the art, and it really changes the mood or the atmosphere of the space just by swapping out a couple of vinyls. And it's really cool because whenever people come over, the record player ends up being the center of the room. And it has been really nice because it encourages more conversation, and I love hanging out in this room, especially in the morning. This room just feels very cozy and inviting. I think homes feel the most personal when they aren't locked into one era or one style. Mixing materials, mixing decades, mixing references, that's when your personality shows up. And rules are helpful when you're learning, but once you know them, you're allowed to break them. Don't be afraid to experiment. No one knows what they're doing. We are all just figuring it out as we go along. Controversial, maybe not so controversial opinion, but you can do better than a Yankee candle. I have spent hundreds, probably thousands, on candles over the years since I had my own income to spend on candles. And this year I want to start making my own. It's actually really simple. You can customize scent, how big you want the candle to be. Anything can become a candle when you put your mind to it. I'll insert some cool pictures of candles other people have made. I'm excited to start collecting my own jars so I can make my own candles soon. And it's exciting because now I can keep my eye out for cute little jars and vessels that I can turn into a candle. I think that's exciting and fun. At the end of the day, making your home feel like you isn't about buying the right things. It's about letting your life show up in the space. Your art, your music, your memories, your experiments. If you like design that feels thoughtful, lived in, and personal, I'll be sharing more videos like this in the future. Thanks for watching.